Hey boys, welcome back to some more Nrl Supercoach 2019, and it is going to be the round 5 review, round 6 preview, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to look at the stat screen here. Unfortunately, well, it's sort of good and bad because the score we got, 1134, it's still good. Like, getting over 1100 is a good score. I'm always going to be happy if I get over 1100. But it was only the top 20%. Like a lot of big scores, or a lot of scores that were a bit more than that, and like in the 1200s. We're still top 1%. Unfortunately, the season rank, we've actually slipped out of the top 1,000, dude. Jeez, a 559 drop, which is unfortunate, but it is sort of to be expected. So we'll go through the team. I've already made one trade actually, because the one trade I made was very, very simple trade. But let's just go through it quickly here, because there's some interesting stuff, happening, and it's sort of, I feel like I'm gonna I could potentially drop again this week and next week, but then hopefully things will start picking back up, because it's sort of planning for the future a little bit here. So Cameron Smith, 56, it's still a bit disappointing. I would like him to be getting a bit more than that, but getting mid 50s, he's averaging 58, it's still solid. Like, it's still solid. Reed Marnie, 49. So this guy, he's basically going to get upgraded to Damien Cook probably next week, potentially the week after. Unfortunately, Cook got like a massive score last round, so he's going to probably start going up in price. Marnie is just, he's going up 30k. Like, this is his peak. Like, he's just going to get 50s every week. I just need him. Well, I don't really need him to, but I'd love it if he just got a try assist this week, next week maybe, and just increased a bit more, just to make things a little easier. But he's gone up a little bit, and he's been handy as well. Like, I've played him a couple of times. Like, it's sort of been good. I played him earlier where he actually scored like a couple of 60s, which is nice. And then I haven't played him when he's only got like 40s and stuff. So it's been pretty lucky. Sam Burgess, 54. He had a bit of a weaker game, and this is what you'll see. Probably, basically, my forwards went pretty poor this week, or my starting forwards went actually terrible. But I still got a good score. So Burgess, Marty Tapau, 48. Tapau, oh man, Tapau's annoying me because I'm still happy to have Tapau. He's a monster, but he keeps getting injured. Like, I was watching the game again, and he got like a bit of a crusher tackle. He had like a shoulder/neck complaint that last round, and he just wasn't getting the minutes. And that sort of happened the last couple of weeks. Like, he just keeps getting like these little niggling things that he's going off earlier. Like, usually him and Nrl Blake usually play like the first 30 minutes. Like, they usually play, both of these guys play like 60 minutes each, generally. But the Pow's definitely been down on that. But I'm still happy to have him. Then we move on. Adam Nrl Blake, my boy Nrl Blake. Oh, I'm actually extremely annoyed about this one. So he got 70, which is good, but he would have got a lot more if he wasn't sin binned. He got sin binned. I don't know. There's probably like a negative 10 score, I think. And he's actually suspended for, I think it's only one game. I hope so anyway. Which I'm going to be completely honest, I think it's a bit ridiculous. Now, I knew he was going to get suspended because he got sin binned. Like, they use the words like serious, foul play, which is unreal, man. Like, I actually don't know. Is Curtis Sirenen suspended? Like, surely Sirenen is suspended. Like, his swinging arm on Ponga was far worse than Nrl Blake's. I'm not going to get into this too much, but who was it? Who was it that went up? Pierce. It was a kickoff. Pierce slipped in, and Nrl Blake, it wasn't a swinging arm, like, at all. Like, his arm was like down near his like waist. It didn't come up like vertically or anything like that, or horizontally. He just went in hard. Pierce slipped over. He was basically on the ground, and he copped him. Like, you know, obviously the outcome was worse for Pierce because he did have to go off and he couldn't come back. But to get suspended, oh man, I'm pissed. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with Nrl Blake. He just needs to stop getting suspended, dude. Because yeah, I mean, he is a monster. Probably the long-term thing, like, you know, when I'm able to, probably for Nrl Blake is going to stay, and Tapau potentially, because I do need to bring Fafita in at some point, and probably Tapau is the man to go, I think. But yeah, I'm not too sure. McCarley here, he's probably going to go next week for Payne Haas, which will be a pretty simple swap. Unfortunately, McCarley hasn't really done anything, but, you know, that's the risk of a forward cheapie. The back row here, Jake Jabojevic, 75, solid. Cameron Murray, shocking, 45. Again, he didn't get much game time in that one. And Jai Arrow, 47, again, didn't get much game time, just absolutely killing me, dude. Oh, it's absolutely killing me. I mean, I'm going to keep Arrow, but he's definitely on the chopping block. And also, Cameron Murray, he is as well. I have been worried about Cameron Murray the last few weeks, but he keeps getting like line breaks and try assists. So he's been scoring really well, but if he doesn't get that, like the 40s are, you know, they're on. So a bit of a worry. And the big boy, Kikau, I bought him in last week. I feel very vindicated. I traded out Sean Lane for Kikau. I don't know if I showed it in the video. But yeah, I was tossing up. I could have got Angus Crichton. I think I could have got Reece Martin as well, but I went with Kikau. You know, he was expensive, but I just thought he's just an absolute monster. I was like, I gotta bring him in, and I'm happy I did. Every time he touches the ball, dude, like he's just gonna he's gonna break tackles. He's just an absolute monster. So I'm very happy to have him in the team. And also he plays round 12, which is a big one. That's the main reason why I didn't go with Crichton. So I'm pretty happy I didn't go with Crichton because, yeah, like he's not going to play round 12 and he's probably going to get rested over the origin period anyway. So yeah, I'm happy I went with Kikau. Feel vindicated. Britton Nakora, 80. This dude, he is the best cheapie of all time. My God, he's gone up 250k. He's averaging 71. Just unreal. It's ridiculous. And then we got Flegler here, who 31 again. I mean, he's going pretty well. Like he's got a 62k increase. I mean, hopefully he can just jag a couple of bigger scores to go up a little bit more, but you know, he's going all right. The halves, Nathan Cleary finally did something. He got 82, which is good. And so this is the one trade I've already made. I traded out Kieran for Harris Tavita. Pretty much a gimme trade. Hopefully Harris Tavita keeps his spot. Hopefully they don't bring Kieran back in a couple of weeks if they keep losing, but who knows, dude. But yeah, you pretty much just have to bring him in. He's a must. Kalen Ponga, 81, and I feel extremely smart, extremely clever because I did captain Ponga. It was a risk. The other reason I was really salty about Curtis Sirenen was the fact he took Ponga out. So going back to last week, right? I was having a bit of a rough start. Like I think most of my forwards here went pretty bad, and I was going pretty shocking all around. So I thought, you know what? Let's take a bit of a risk. Let's put the C on Ponga. Let's go all out. Let's put the C on him. Hopefully he tons up and I'll look like an absolute genius. And I was watching the game, and his first touch, he made a line break, and I was feeling on top of the world, dude. And then 2 minutes later, I don't know, it was a couple of minutes later, Curtis Sirenen, the dog, absolutely comes up with a clean, cheap shot, just swinging arm right to the head, goes off for 15 minutes. I was actually, I've never been more angry in my life, but thankfully Ponga, he came back on and he scored well still. I'm still salty because he could have got a bigger score, but 81, I'll take it, dude. It's probably our best captaincy all year, which is pretty funny. Dylan Brown, obviously still not back. And then the backline, pretty solid again. Gutherson, I mean, I got to be happy with Gutherson, dude. Like, the Eels, did they even score a try last week? I don't think they scored a try. And Gutherson still got 50. He just tries his heart out. Like, he constantly gets into dummy half and runs, dude. I love having him. He's at 600k now as well. He's really skyrocketed. John Bateman, 57. It's so annoying because Joe Tapani was back and now he's injured again. So Bateman would have moved back to lock, but he's going to stay on the edge, which, he's not going to... He is more effective at lock, I think, but, he's still going to score well on the edge. Chance Nickel Clockstad, 63. Absolute, special of a buy at the start. Jack Bird, 45. I'll talk about him in a second. And then we got James Tedesco, 76. And then Ravalaara, 54, which is very nice. He got another try, so his price is going to increase. Jaden Ockenbaugh, I actually traded him in last week for Ruben Garrick. So his first week, he's already gone up 107k. And he looks like he didn't really do anything on the weekend. He was pretty bad, but he got 46. So I actually am playing him this week as well. And then Corey Allen, absolute nothing again. So my other trade. So Bronson Xerri pretty much has to come into the team. And I'm tossing up, dude, because I could trade out Simonson, potentially, to get rid of him. But I could get rid of Ravalaara to free up some cash. But the problem is, Ravalaara is going to go up in price still. But the other guy I'm thinking of, excuse me, is Jack Bird, who he's at 419k. He's gone up basically 100k. And I sort of feel like he's got his money. I'm happy with the selection at the start of the year. He got a couple of nice scores, but I don't know. He's definitely going to have another couple of weeks where he scores big, but I sort of feel like get rid of Bird for Bronson Xerri. That'll free up a ton of cash, which is, again, this is like planning for the future, because then either next week or the week after, I'll want to bring in Damien Cook for Marnie. Now, if I do that trade, Jack Bird to Bronson Xerri, I'll be able to afford it. I think I'll be able to afford it comfortably next week. And then if I've still got a bunch of cash, Andrew Fafita is another guy that I, pretty much need to bring in at some point. And a couple other guys. So yeah, it's a toss up. I'm still 50-50, but my gut is telling me get rid of Jack Bird. I do think the Broncos are going to start clicking, but I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't want to waste Ravalaara's points, and I think Bronson Xerri, I would trade him in and he would start in, he would be in my 17. So I wouldn't actually lose that much, because I think Xerri is very capable of scoring as big as Jack Bird anyway. If he doesn't drop the ball every second run. So yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of Jack Bird. He's been good for me. I think a very astute signing at the start, but he's made his cash. I think it's time to cash in and plan for the future. So yeah, that's the trades. Obviously Fanua Blake is out, so that's very annoying. So my reserves at the moment, Ockenbaugh. I've got Harris Tavita because he's kicking goals. The Warriors are taking on the Cowboys, so hopefully they can score some points. And I got Britton Nakora, obviously, and Billy Army kick out. And it's so good. I got so many players I can switch, like Ockenbaugh, Nakora, Bateman. Is Jack Bird? No, he's 5'8" actually. So can he actually? What was I looking at there? Ah, no. Never mind me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a round 5 review. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I'll work that out. I'll do it before Thursday, I guess. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying. Make sure to like, and I'll see you in the next one.